Lead and live in a whole new way.
Hello, friend. Welcome to another episode of Less Stress, More Joy with Amy Leneker. It's me, Amy, and today we are going to be doing a really quick conversation about how contagious stress can be in workplaces and what we can do about it. If you give me 10 minutes, I promise you that at the end of those 10 minutes, you are going to have one tool that you can use to help you at work today. And it's a tool you can use outside of work as well. So let's get into it. We have known since the 60s that emotions are contagious. This is not new information. This is not new research. We have known this for decades. So the fact that stress is contagious isn't new, but here's the nuance. Stress isn't actually an emotion. And we know that. We know that stress is the response we have to change. It's not an emotion. So why then is stress contagious? And the answer is that it travels on the same pathways. And if you think about when someone says, I'm really stressed, what they're often referring to is the feelings associated with stress. They might be feeling frustrated. They might be overwhelmed. They might be angry. They might be, fill in the word, aggravated, whatever word it is that associates stress to you. That's what's contagious. That's the part that travels through teams and ripples through entire organizations. The American Psychological Association, they call anxiety the emotion of community. Why is that? They call it that because very rarely can a human be around another human who's experiencing high levels of anxiety without picking up on that, either intuitively or consciously or subconsciously. That's why they call it the emotion of community. And I have no doubt that you've seen this in your workplace where stress starts to ripple out, where it starts to bleed into other teams or even across the entire organization. What's fascinating is that stress also spreads virtually. This isn't just something that happens in the office. This isn't only for teams who share space in a building. Researchers have found that it spreads digitally. It spreads through emails. It spreads through text messages. There's research that shows emojis and the use of particular emojis that reduce or increase stress during communication. Why are we talking about it here? We're talking about it here because each of us has our own amount of stress that we're bringing into work every day. And if we are not thoughtful about that, if we're not careful about that, then we are inadvertently sending that across the organization. Some describe it as you can catch stress in an office the way you catch a cold, that it's almost like a virus. It's in the air waiting for you to hold on to it. What we can do instead is once we understand that, once we know that, then we're able to manage our own stress in a way where it doesn't spread out. And the key is calm. And it has to be real calm. It has to be true calm. It can't be a fake calm. It has to be real and sincere. And that is what sends the signal to others that things are actually okay, assuming that things are actually okay. There is research out of MIT that looked at leaders who demonstrate calm for their teams, and it showed how it increases engagement among their team, and it showed how it decreased stress and anxiety for their team. As leaders, we've got to be mindful of what is it that we're bringing into that workspace? What is it that we are either intentionally or unintentionally sharing across the team? And the same thing happens peer to peer. This isn't just something that leaders have to be mindful of. This is also something that we as people who work in the same system need to be mindful of, because you are either increasing the stress in the room or you're increasing the calm in the room. And very rarely are you doing both at the same time. You can't fake it. This isn't faking it till you make it. This is being able to manage your own stress in a way that there isn't anything to hide. That's the key. Not that you're trying to hide your stress that's just below the surface, but that you're able to manage it in a way that's different. So what can you do? You can talk about this as a team. Rather than having it be something that's just below the surface, rather than making guesses or making up stories about how stressed or not stressed the team is, you can actually have a conversation about it. We did a whole episode on the stress ruler. So if you're not sure where to start, the stress ruler is a great place to do it. Ask people on a scale of 0 to 10, how challenging has their stress been? Check out that episode if you want to dive in more, but it's one small way to have the stress contagion, the stress ripple across the team, and you're able to stop it before it gets out of hand. I hope that you liked this shorter episode. Sometimes it's fun to just get a little nugget of wisdom as you're heading through your workday. And if you liked it, please hit follow, share it with a friend, or leave a quick review. It really is the best way to help other people find the Less Stress, More Joy podcast. You can check out my brand new book, Cheers to Monday, which comes out on March 24th, and it's available wherever books are sold. Reach out. We'd love to hear from you, Amy at amyleneker.com. Take good care, and I'll see you next time.